Hello everyone and welcome to the Wolfszeit channel. Today with a very special topic, always special, the dragon lore. So behind Mortal Online 2 is a lot of lore, and today we are taking a deep dive into the dragon lore. So in the first game, a few dragon materials were available. You could get one of them in the Sator dungeon, for example, and there's even a video of the dragon of Mortal Online 1. There was even another video that showed the dragon flying. Or have they seen something different? 15 years later, it's called Say Now or Ordo Pianoricorium Wiki, I don't know. So I guess this was mistaken for a dragon and it was not flying around for a very long time. But anyway, now to the real dragon. So currently in Mortal Online 2, after the Irruption and many other catastrophic events, the dragon were extinct. No one have seen any dragon. But here comes the kicker. The skeletal remains of a dragon can still be seen near the Tecton Bridge. And dragons are deeply rooted into the Mortal Online 2 lore. At first, they were just myths. Then the Tindremic Empire used them in war and invading countries, of course. That also decimated the dragons over the years. The Tindremic Empire tried to get a stable supply, but this wasn't working at all. But most of the dragon lore we know today comes from bones, legends, also speculations, some lore notes. But sadly, a lot of information is missing because the Tindremic Empire does what the Tindremic Empire does always. Like expanding like hell, making revolution, making new calendar, burn all the information, all the books, and repeat the process. This is madness. And every time they are like,
it's not the chickaboom we're looking for. It's not the chickaboom.
Anyway, back to the dragons. So there's information out there about the dragon cults of the Talus Mountains. These are often isolated cults deeply hidden in the mountain or on the mountain or around the mountain who worship the dragons as gods. And they are said to collect and guard the dragon bones. They are praying that one day the dragons will come back. But the overall existence of such groups is still unconfirmed. But the citizens of Nave were talking about that. Like the Khurites did. The Khurite tribes having a completely different view on dragons. In Morincourt, the statue of Geeredh, and it's a bird deity, showing him defeating a serpent, symbolizing the eternal fight against the Tindremic dragon. For the Khurites, this myth became both religious and political, because it's a well-known legend and concept among all the tribes. There are Khurite tribe songs out there, which tell awesome war stories where Khurites were fighting with birds against the dragons and Tindrems, and I don't know. This is crazy. But now to some juicy secrets. The secret of Alice and the Huérgar. So if any people still hold true knowledge about dragon magic, then it might be Alice, a Caste of Tindrem, or the other Huérgars living deep beneath the mountains. And both are shrouded in secrecy. Some even claim that these groups serve or hide living dragons under the Talus Mountains currently, and nursing them in their little hidden Huérgar caves. So maybe secretly some Ogmirs are, I don't know, breeding dragons, it seems? Could be. Could be. And in the case you want to know more about the Huérgars, this video is linked in the description. But until the citizens of Nave see a dragon, it's just speculation. Tindrem's street gossip. Another interesting fact is that all the dragon materials have a prefix Ophi. So this prefix is Old Tindremic, and it appears in the ancient terms Ophis, which is a Tindremic horn instrument. Ophion, it's a primordial god of wisdom linked to both Nave's middle moon and the mountain in Herabalta called Mount Ophion. And yes, Nave has a whole solar system, no joke. What stood out is Ophite. It's a green stone favored by the satyrs. They really like gems. There are also 4 additional dragon materials: Ophiosquami, Ophiodermi, Ophium, and Ophiocorni. Corny. There are even legends about dragon armor and dragon weapons and stuff like that. But even in Mortal Online, the materials were so scarce that not even one armor was made. I really tried to make at least one armor piece, but I didn't have enough materials. So another interesting fun fact about the Mortal Online 2 lore is that the dragons supposed to have 4 limbs. The skeletal remains across Merland confirming this, so they are really quadrupedal. But yeah, they first appeared in ancient Tindrem beliefs, so stories about the Talus Mountain and how the highest point of that got the name Mons Dracontia, in respect of the dragons. But not all citizens like dragons. Some are saying dragons are mindless beasts. You can't control dragons, really. Some are even saying that dragons are capable of speech. So some Tindremic researchers, who stole the research from some Sidoians, found out that the dragons are related to the satyrs. They are sharing the same cold brood lineage, and they are capable of using their brains, like satyrs who are using tools, like risers who are using weapons. This is why if the enemy has a dragon, you run. Unless you are the Khurites, you're saying, oh, we are mounted archers, yeah, woo, let's go! Anyway, so there will be a dragon magic school, and maybe in combination with the magic school Harmony, There could be a use case for the Tindremic horn instrument, the Ophis. And Ophis means serpent. So if this is played, it imitates the call of a dragon. And this is only possible because it's made out of dragon materials, and these dragon materials are loaded with magic. And there are rumors out there that the high caste of Tindrem, the Alice, the Wings, the Dragon Rider Force of Tindrem, are still hiding things from the Tindremic society. Even some high-rank officials still thinking that some dragons might be alive in the area of Tindrem or in the mountains, or some baby dragon is kept alive somewhere. But whether it's from the dragon bones of Sarducaa, the truth behind the Talus Mountain, or that the Tindremic Empire is just doing what the Tindremic Empire does always, dragons still remain one of the greatest mysteries. So they are worshipped as gods. On other places, they are scared of them like hell. But yeah, in some cultures, they love dragons, and in some cultures, they hate dragons. But what do you think about Mortal and 2 dragons? Leave your opinion in the comments, would be so nice. And maybe if you're interested, there's a whole playlist about the Mortal and 2 lore in the description. So special thanks to all of these supporters, of course! Carmel, Lucario, Mr. Minerva, Damn Tired, Ronus, Paternax, Clone Bulldog, and all the others, of course. So never forget to make dragon lore hard. Party hard. And see you all next time. Goodbye.